What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
And this is the anti-penultimate episodes of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Is that what anti-penultimate is?
Yeah, apparently anti-penultimate means the episodes before the penultimate. So it's technically like there's 6 episodes left, but for us, we have 3 episodes of us watching it left, which seems insane because it seems like so many things need to be wrapped up.
Yeah.
I have a lot of questions about like things that happened 50 episodes that still don't have answers that I'm like, if we could, I don't know. It's wild.
Yeah.
I took Reactin last night because we were going to a party with the cat, and I might be insane. So we'll see how today goes.
Great.
Cheers. If you want the full-length reaction, go to patreon.com/nerdynightly. This is going to be so much fun. Go to patreon.com/nerdynightly, or don't. Stay here and type out your reactions to taking anti-allergy medication in the comments down below.
For the kindness I showed them, they remain grateful to me.
And that's just the sort of overconfidence that could get you in trouble.
What do you...
What? Let's go!
Lieutenant! Lieutenant! Lieutenant!
Oh! Let's go, Gorilla Boy! It's just like the souls of 100,000 people being kicked around the room.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not surprised Mustang didn't do it. Threatening people by being like, hey, you can save this one woman, but then she will die in 20 minutes when the thing happens is like the worst fucking way to try and save somebody, or to force someone to do somebody.
Yeah.
The villains in this show are wildly incompetent.
And besides, I know that glare. It means use human transmutation, and I'll shoot you.
Their marriage is gonna be so weird.
Indeed it has, sir. I'm afraid I'd be lying if I said you were looking as good as ever.
I do love an entire flashback to like, if you're wondering how he survived, he swam.
I know.
He just swam.
Jason!
Oh, fuck. The fucking schoolboy shorts are so funny.
His gloves got cut again.
Yeah. Honestly, maybe he should have done the human transmutation. Would have a little bit extra.
That's the kind of man I brought you up to be.
You failed, Gold Tooth.
That's right, the last one.
I thought the homunculi can't do alchemy.
I don't really know the difference between magic and alchemy, so. I feel like the homunculi probably can do alchemy, but they don't, like, need to, because...
The Colonel?
Oh, Mustang's still alive. Right about now, the good Colonel should be joining our father.
Sure.
Where are the lights?
You're by far the most troublesome of the state alchemists we've dealt with. I think it's fair to say you've had this coming.
Ooh, pride is falling apart.
Now Colonel Mustang's meddling and his troublesome flame alchemy will present no more problems for us.
What are you talking about? He doesn't need a transmutation circle anymore, you fucking morons. That's not gonna be a problem.
You plan to interfere with Father's plans?
Let's go, Scar!
Tell me, you go by Scar. What's your real name?
I have none. I left it.
That's pretty cold. Scar is the best character on the show.
He's pretty incredible.
That's a cool shot.
Mei Chang.
That panda can fucking jump.
Yeah, I know.
A gaping hole in it. How dare you, girl?
Noise.
I know.
Ugh.
Oh, Alphonse, what happened to you? Come on, Alphonse, get up!
When Amestris is done and we're saved and all that, I really hope they have a good nutritionist for him.
Yeah.
Because you're going to want to ease into it.
Yeah.
But, like...
I can't fight in a body like this, but everyone else is fighting.
You want to go back there? You want to go back in that body? Then I won't stop you.
That's some good shit right there. That was really well done.
Yeah.
Wow.
I swear I'll be back. I promise. I promise. Teacher, brother.
Well, all the sacrifices are here now, so this is about to get real bad.
Shit's about to go down.
All 5 are here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I love that moment at the end.
Yeah, the second half of the episode is great.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like Bradley being back, or yeah. Just like second guess myself for a second.
Yeah, no. I agree.
Yeah.
I really do struggle with a villain who spends hundreds of years around humans and is like, I thought you guys were predictable. It's like, I'm only 31.
The one thing I know
about
is that
human
we're
beings.
not predictable.
It's just not what we are.
Yeah.
And like, you've lived too much, my dude, to still be like, you guys didn't act how I expected. And like, go to a McDonald's on 34th Street in New York City at 2 a.m. and you will see that there is nothing expected about humanity at all. Yeah, no, the second half of the episode is really good. I got a little lost in the episode for a moment. It lost me for a second on the forced transmutation thing.
Yeah, you're just kind of like, okay, they can do that.
Yeah, and I think that my issue with it is that it would have been so easy to foreshadow it, and I would be fine with it by having Pride at any point in the last 120 or I guess 30 hours of content leading up to this. Just have him use a different person to do a transmutation. And just show us that that's possible. I personally don't like in the 6th from the end episode of a TV show
Like
to
a
be
new
like
thing.
a new thing that we've never done before, but we have to do it or else the plot can't happen.
Yeah.
It feels like, oh no, I can't have Mustang do this, but I need to create something to make this plot point happen.
Yeah, 'cause
and I roll my eyes at that.
You wanted to give him the character growth. Like,
Yes.
you wanted to have that moment with him, which I think is more important than obviously having him, like, do it. But yeah, it was just kind of like a way to make it happen, which is fine.
Because it feels to me like it cheapens the finale for me now.
Sure.
Because they didn't, the villains did not earn any of their success. The show just gave it to them. But and so that's how I feel about that moment. And so for a moment, I kind of was like, I checked out, and then I think the episode really got me back in. I think the second half of this episode was really great.
Yeah.
I thought the stuff with Al in the God space was awesome.
Yeah.
I think that narratively was very earned and very built up to, and like this huge moment coming on this, the arc of this character's journey that I thought was so successful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that I also think the Mustang moment might have worked better for me if we hadn't done the Mustang's virtue stuff with Envy 3 episodes ago. Mm-hmm. And because I'm not surprised that he made that choice, given the choice we just saw him pushed into by his friends, right?
Right.
Like, you just did this arc. You're bringing back something that we've just seen him do.
To me, they're not the same, but, like, it is, like, a lot for this character to go through within, like, a short span of time.
Yeah, it just, the first episode, honestly, it didn't really work for me. It felt cheap. And then everything after that, awesome. And so I think that ultimately, like, if I were to do a, like, series review of this show, that would be kind of what it would be, right? It's like, I can go through the show and be like the highs and the lows of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Right.
And I think that the people who love this show love it because of the highs.
Totally.
And the lows don't detract from it for them.
Yeah.
And where I sit in the, like, it is a good but not great show for me personally, is in that the lows do pull away from the highs enough for me.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that that's really a subjective thing that people are going to experience with this show. Mm-hmm. But that upswing in the second half of that episode leads into the next episode really well. And so I'm so excited. Obviously we're going to watch it right now. But
yeah, I was like,
I'm so
just
excited to get into it because the second half of that episode was really fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. Shall we?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Go on and let him through. I know for a fact that we can trust him.
This is the craziest case of a show making a character from, like, episode 12 really important at the end.
I know it's tough, but please be patient.
Yes.
He's also in the middle of a fight to the death with Scar at the moment.
They also don't know where he is.
Ooh, what a title.
You're already deep within my stomach.
Oh, I didn't like that at all.
Yeah.
The spotted guy that we're after, is he beneath those things?
Looks like the gym I used to do backflips in.
Envy told me that you're immortal. So you're not denying it? I'll handle this one, Alphonse. I'll be all right. Just keep the smaller homunculus out of my way.
She makes it sound like he's the easy one to fight.
Well, look at that! We can use our alchemy!
Why must you rude children keep destroying my home? You should behave like proper guests.
What the fuck?
I did not request your presence and have no need for it.
Let's go, May!
Lady, he's not actually trapped!
God damn.
Wow. I can't believe how dark it's getting.
Don't look at the eclipse!
Rank.
My God.
Personal history and birth.
Yeah.
Thought Goldtooth was ugly before.
It's all meaningless.
This is a sick shot.
To fight on behalf of my own life,
That's really fucking cool. That was pretty rad.
Yeah. Bradley gets some cool moments.
Oh, I can't imagine punching that sword like that.
Yeah.
Whoa! He wrote his brother's notes on his other arm. That's sick.
I even swore to myself I'd never use it.
This is why he takes the cloak off in the opener. It's the foreshadowing of this moment.
Yeah.
accepted my only choice.
Yeah.
I've accepted both halves of alchemy.
This is fucking cool.
Yeah. The fucking panda.
Full Metal
Winry.
Alchemist.
Good to see ya.
How does she make it back into the show? Isn't she like in another city? Just chilling?
Thing.
I can handle him on my own!
If you say so.
Al did not sound confident there.
He's like,
yeah.
sure.
This is so weird. Let's go, Al.
Your stature has led you to prove your worth by always fighting those who are larger than you.
Gotta get one last one in.
Yeah.
Well, Dad, sorry if I hit you.
Well, Dad.
I know exactly how a rock is gonna try to win!
Teacher!
His hands free.
See, I'm glad this show is teaching proper eclipse safety to children, okay? Do not be like Donald Trump and look directly at an eclipse.
This planet of ours, have you ever considered the possibility that it might in fact be a life form?
I'm not high enough for this. Have you ever thought that, like, the Earth could, like, remember everything that's ever happened?
This world will finally belong to me!
He caught him.
Okay. Oh, wow.
What the hell's going on?
Oh, it's gonna fill the tunnels? So it's bad.
It's not good.
Cool. Oh, were they digging for those 3 months? The anti-gateway? Is that why there's a time skip? Oh, Jesus Christ.
The little, like, arm hand things are, like, fucking nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about them. They're just, like, black wavy arms, but, like, they're awful.
Yeah. Demonic, wacky, wavy, inflatable arm tube men.
Yeah, basically.
If this show just kills everybody, it will be the ballsiest ending to anything I've ever seen. I would respect them so much if they just murder a country of people.
Yeah.
To
I don't
be
know
like,
if I
nah,
like it, but...
there's nothing they could do. But this isn't Attack on Titan, so.
Thank God.
That's a big boy. There's a reason we're married.
I know.
Oh, does that become the eye? Yeah. Wow.
Good show, good show. Well done.
Well, all right then. I guess everybody died.
Yeah.
In that nuclear explosion.
Very unfortunate.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have no fucking clue where they're gonna go from here.
Fair.
Because the thing's already happened, so everybody's dead. So is it like a time travel, like we can go back and fix it thing? Or is it like, nope, everybody's not actually dead. Don't worry, things are fine.
It's complicated.
It fucking has to be. This is insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely remember watching this for the first time being like, wow, they fucking went full send. Like, whole ass.
I think the reason why I'm like, or is this just not going to be as big as the show makes it seem to be, is because of I'm like weirdly apprehensive about the show right now because of the big gold tooth is gonna do the big bad alchemy thing, and then all it did was move people to another room in the same building they were in, and like that end of episode being so big, and to the consequence of that in the next episode being so kind of pedestrian. The cliffhanger didn't pay off as big as the cliffhanger was in that moment just a few episodes ago. I'm hopeful this cliffhanger pays off better than that one did. But the show like burned me once, so I'm a little bit like apprehensive to get as excited as I think that I can be.
You're just kind of like, what the fuck is this?
I have no idea.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts.
They go like full anime.
I mean, this show's always gone full anime. But.
Yeah, I just mean like there's always like, God shows up at the fucking end. You know what I mean? Like,
I've actually never seen an anime with actually, I guess unless Shenron in Dragon Ball is a god, I guess. But that's the only anime I've watched that has a god in it.
Or like god-like, there's always something at the end that's like...
Oh, no, actually, no. Even in Pokemon, because Arceus is technically god.
True.
Yeah. Weird. I guess I just don't think of them as being gods, because they're always dragons.
Fair.
Interesting. Wow, that was wild.
It's a bunch of wavy arms.
Yeah. I have no fucking clue now. That was crazy.
Fair.
Winry's dead. That's sad.
Yeah.
Panaka's dead.
Super sad.
But I don't think they are.
You don't think they like just kill everybody and are like, so sad.
I don't know. I hope that my hope for the next few episodes, because I did like this one quite a bit. I did, even though I feel like I'm apprehensive. I am apprehensive because it's such a big, meaningful moment for these characters that I hope it isn't completely retconned.
Right.
To finish it, right? Like, I think that why I'm apprehensive is because I don't think that this show is going to have a very dark end, like a wildly dark ending. And that was really cool. And right now what I'm feeling is a like nervousness about how they're going to move forward without making it feel like that was inconsequential.
Fair.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I hate when media does that, where they're like, oh my God, we killed everybody. And then the next episode, it's like, no, we didn't actually. It's fine. Everybody's okay. There's a really, like, there's a reason why everybody survives that they knew about the whole time. It's just that we had to give the audience the impression that things were going to get really bad, but they never actually were.
Sure.
And so I'm really hopeful that the next 4 episodes manage to let this be this big while also finding a way to a finale that doesn't undercut this moment.
Right.
In the way that Goldtooth being like, I'm going to kill 5 people to do transmutation, I felt personally was undercut by it being like, and now they're in a different room.
Sure.
And I'm being like, okay, yeah, the cliffhanger was so big, the next episode was really mid.
Yeah.
And so I'm hopeful they don't do that here because that was cool as shit.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I like other than
it's really hard to talk about this. I honestly was not expecting to like talk about this for a long time after the episode because it's one of those.
You can't talk about anything.
I can't say anything, and you right now are just kind of thoroughly confused, which is fair. Like.
Yeah, but I'm into it. Yeah, I'm into it. I like the stuff before it. I like the fight. I really like May and her confidence in that moment. It's so funny. I want a live action version of that so bad where an 8-year-old girl is just trying to fight a demonic entity.
There are live action Full Metal Alchemist movies.
I've heard they're all bad though. Like I've heard that none of them are good. I don't know if that's true. I have not seen any of them. I've never even seen a trailer. But like, because I was like, should we watch them? Because we watched the One Piece live action.
No, we watched the Attack on Titan.
Sorry. We're going to watch One Piece. We watched the Attack on Titan one, and that one had my favorite moment in any movie ever. Do you not like single mothers?
Yeah, incredible, incredible writing.
Yeah, I think we're just getting the video. I don't have a lot to talk about. The episode was great. This episode was awesome. The second half of the episode before it was awesome. We're heading towards something. I just don't know what it is. And I'm like...
We'll start to clear things up, but I fully expected this to be I'm like,
fuck right now.
See you next time.
Yeah. That was wild. That blew my mind.
Yeah.
And the visuals of it were like... utterly
the Scar moment, just shout out.
The Scar moment, the Scar moment is my favorite moment from this episode. Like the end of it is cool, but the Scar reveal of his other arm is... I think that I just like... I think that this show really is about like the characters that you like. Mm-hmm. And I think Scar and Al have the most interesting arc throughout the show.
Yeah.
Scar a little bit more than Al, just because Al is always good. And I think that ultimately is what like a lot of my feelings about the show come down to is like I like arcs where characters change, not just become more sure of who they are. And I think that some shows get a little bit like, oh no, there's an arc, like they're a good person at the beginning, but then they're like really sure that they're a good person at the end. And that's less interesting to me than a character who lives in a world of uncertainty and finds certainty. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the arc that Scar went through. And I think that you can do that in any direction, but a lot of our characters in the show there's not a lot of changes in terms of their moral position.
Yeah.
Everyone is rather consistent. It's sort of like Wheel of Time, where everyone kind of lives in the same place, other than a few side characters. But the Scar's finding a way to change his moral position in the show has been one of the like greatest adventures of the show and one of my favorite things about it. He's without a doubt my favorite character on the show. And that moment was a really wonderful, even if he doesn't know it, by embracing creation, he is moving himself more towards the moral middle, right?
Right.
And there's something really impressive about the way that the show has handled him, despite never really allowing him to be a main character.
Yeah.
Giving him what I would consider to be a very much main character arc.
Yeah.
And I adore him, and I have so much sadness and grief in me for him, while at the same time having this incredible awe of the strength of will that he's displayed in, changing who he is and really becoming someone I think his brother would be so proud of.
Yeah. For sure.
And to me, like that, when I think about the show, I think that Scar will always be the thing that I lean to first in terms of the things that I loved about this experience.
Yeah, fair.
And then Al will be second. The two of them are really some of my favorite characters in all of anime.
Yeah.
And I've been critical of the show. There's been things about the show I haven't loved, and I'm more than happy to admit that. But Scar and Al to me are two of like the like S tier characters of all time. And if you create one incredible character in your life as a writer, I think that you've succeeded. And so I think that just the fact that there's two in one show that are as masterful as those two are, I think is really a testament to the creation of this and what is accomplished here.
Yeah, 100%. I just, that moment I was like, we gotta at least end on that because it's, I think, the best.
Oh no, it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
In this section.
All right, we'll see you next time. If you like the video, like and subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave me comments down below because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her this episode. That algorithm goddess is...
May.
Yeah, it's gotta be May. Yeah, May.
Yeah.
If you want to follow us on the internet, you can. I'm at Nerdy Nightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
Do something nerdy tonight, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.